Hi HGG family, it's Laurie from Boston, and I'm just checking in on very low calorie day 10, and things are going good. It's really been a journey so far. I know it's only for people who have done tons of rounds and long rounds. It must sound like, oh, you're only on day 10, so just wait. But I just could even see over the last 10 days, I'm noticing different changes, from being tired to having plenty of energy to getting hungry early to not getting hungry till late. Just looking clearer, feeling clearer, having bursts of energy. Just my attitude changing, and I have to say, right now on day 10, I'm so glad I hung in there, because yesterday was a difficult day. The last vlog I vlogged, I mentioned that I work full time, and usually my lunch is 12:30 to 1, and that's when I eat. But at first, the first week or whatever, my fruit was holding me, or a cup of tea or something was holding me until that time. But then I noticed I had a few days there where I just was hungrier earlier, and then I said, well, I'm just going to go with it. Well, I ate at 11:15. That day went well. But then yesterday, I had my fruit, and by 10:15, I really knew I really was hungry. I drank water. I tried everything, all the little things you might try to see if it is true hunger. I was hungry. So at 10:15, I had my lunch, which was chicken breast and cucumber and vinegar. And I was okay, but then I still was hungry. I started getting hungry around 12 or whatever. I had my second fruit, which I don't like to have my second fruit too early in the day, because I don't know what the afternoon's going to bring. Then I felt all right, and I had more tea, like herb teas, and I got through the day. But when I got home, I had grissini just to try to get me through. And then finally, at 3 o'clock, I had something pre-measured and put away from another supper, and I just microwaved that and ate it. And I says, I hope I'm going to make it through the day, because it was still so early. But I have to say that miraculously, after I ate my lunch, the day started to go by, and I wasn't hungry. And then I went food shopping last night, because I was running out of food, that was okay for the protocol. And I got home, I put the food away, and then it was like, by that time, I did everything. Was like going on 9:30. I still had my lemon left, so I made myself lemonade with some stevia in it, and drank that, and I just felt totally satisfied. And I went to bed, and I woke up just feeling so much better that I got through yesterday, because yesterday was a difficult day. And I have to say, two of the things that helped me was, one, thinking about the hunger scale. I'm not counting that as one, I just threw that in there. Was watching the videos of people that have gone this journey before me. You don't know, you guys have saved me. What I've been having fun doing is this, I think right now, because there's so many people that I have yet to discover too. There's like 3 people who I'm watching their journey, and it's Hebby Dobby, Giving It My All Donna, and SoCal Plumbing. I'm sorry, I don't know you guys' first names except Donna. And I've been kind of going back and finding their videos from when they started, and then as they got through their round. And I've been trying to stay away from P3, because I'm not there yet, watching P3 round, what was going on during P3. And then I'd skip to their second round and how it was going. And it really helped me. And then what really helped me too was watching Robin. Thank God for Robin. She's got so many videos up there of sessions with people, that when I listen to it, I get so much out of it. And it just changes my attitude, and it takes me out of that. If I get, like yesterday, when I was hungry, and you start thinking, is this going to work for me? And then I start thinking, when I watch one of the videos and I think about, well, I don't want to bore you, but when I get into the psychology of my whole relationship with food and losing weight in the past, and how I get myself in these negative thinking cycles, it just really helped me. And I have to say, it's Saturday. I'm home today, thank goodness. I slept a little later than I usually do. I woke up, and I woke up right away feeling energetic. Went down, had my black coffee, and I also, every morning, what I do is I drink a full one of these. This is already, I think I'm on my second one now, but this one is, these are the 16.9 ounces. And I chug one of these down, so I just like rehydrate all my cells, so I don't if I have that empty feeling, I'm not confusing it with hunger. And if some people, I know they can't chug water. I'm fortunate. I can chug water. I could drink a whole one of these in one setting. And then I had my coffee, and then I felt good, and I came up and you know, cleaned a little, and I figured I would vlog now while I had some privacy and nobody was home. And what else did I want to say? I wanted to say that what I find works for me, helps me too, is when I watch somebody, like I really been getting into SoCal Plum, and the reason why is because, for one thing, she's 5'1", like me. A lot of times I'll see people that are like 5'7", 5'6", and I can identify with them, but I always feel like, you know, when you're 5'1", to lose weight is just, it just seems more difficult, because every little ounce seems to look bigger on you. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's just when you find somebody that's started around the same weight as you, when SoCal Plum started around the same weight as me. I probably was more than her, though, a few pounds, but and that I know she's younger than me, but you know, basically when she's around, you know, a few years younger than me, my height, and around the same amount of weight to lose. Like for me, I could never think of that I'd ever be able to get back down to like a pre-pregnant weight, which would probably be anything under 135. And when just watching her journey through, and how she just kind of let her body do what it was supposed to, and shed on her rounds, and she was, you know, relatively, except her second round was phenomenal, but she was relatively, you know, probably a half a pound a day, or maybe a little less, it seemed like, you know. And like for me, I would get discouraged without this knowledge before, because I would look at other people, oh, they, you know, they did a 40-day round, and they lost 30 pounds, and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, there's other factors. One, you know, I guess your metabolism, one, and where you're already at. Two, how much you have to lose. Three, what you weigh, your age. There's other factors in there. So when I look at SoCal Plum, and I look at how she looks now, and I see that she didn't have those giant, huge losses all the time. She had little points that added up, you know, point this, point 8, point 2. And that really just has encouraged me so much. I just feel like renewed about doing this, because I have to say, you know, I have this analytical mind sometimes, and, you know, I, you know, analyze, well, how did they do it? It won't work the same for me. And I just have to shut that off and just do it. And let the process finish. Maybe that to me was like a defense mechanism that I could quit, because, you know, I talk myself right into how, for some reason, I'm unique and it's not going to work for me. I'm not going to have, you know, maybe a year or two from now, I'll be vlogging showing my skill shot in the 120s, you know, and like that just seems so far away. And it may not end up there. I don't know. I'll have to see how my body is if I get there. I'm not going to say if, when. But it is only day 10 of, you know, very low calorie. Yeah, sorry. It is only day 10 of P2, so I got to relax. And before I go off, I just wanted to show you two things. My two new best friends. One is this. You guys probably, a lot of you already know about it. I've been using it for a while, but especially now that I'm on P2. This is, let's see, McCormick? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just learning how to videotape right here. Record right, I'm so dating myself. Garlic sea salt grinder. Ah, this is so awesome. When I throw my spinach or one of my veggies, my broccoli, like I was one of these people that I had to soak my veggies to eat them. I mean, I like vegetables, but they always had to be, you know, either doused in garlic and olive oil or butter. So, and of course, you can't have any of that on P2. So I have this cool steamer that I got from Pampered Chef. It steams food beautifully. And I'll throw my broccoli in there or my spinach, little water, you know, put the sea salt and garlic in there and microwave it. And it just tastes delicious. That's another thing I want to mention that I noticed in P2, especially now that I'm getting to like day 8, 9, 10. Food just tastes so wonderful. I can't, just the taste of vegetables. When my taste buds was so polluted because I was just sticking anything in my mouth I wanted, fast food, drive-thrus, you know, bread, you know, just like breads or whatever. You know, a vegetable that practically had no taste unless I, you know, put a pound of salt on it and butter. But now I'm really able to taste the flavors of food, and it's very delicious, and they're healthy foods. The other thing before I go I wanted to mention was this is my real best friend. Has anyone ever used this? This is Mediterranean Spice Sea Salt, also by McCormick. Now, the first time I ever found this in the store, it was in like a, you know, one of the smaller bottles on the rack. You know, like all the spices are set up. And for some reason, the last 6 months, you know, it was getting low. I couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, every store I went in, I would check out the spice rack to see if they had it. No one had it. They had plenty of other McCormick spices, but not this one, the Mediterranean Spice Sea Salt. And so I ended up getting it online from Spice Rack, and I made sure I got a big one because I don't know if when I'll be able to find it again, and also I'm paying for shipping anyway. Why order a little bottle? But the reason why I tell you about this Mediterranean Spice Sea Salt, we all know that chicken breast is one of the mainstays of P2 because it's portable, it's easy, you can cook them ahead of time for a few days even, package them up, and they're ready to go. It's kind of like one of my emergency foods. If I don't know if I'm going to get back in time for supper, at least I know I have that. So prevent myself from sabotaging myself. But anyway, I got to tell you, if I take like Paula Deen's chicken tenders or whatever, I lay it on parchment paper. I douse each side with the Mediterranean Spice Sea Salt, fold the parchment paper over, put it inside the George Foreman grill, upside down so none of the stuff even leaks out, doesn't even make a mess. This is the best part. And I put it on for probably 15 minutes or whatever, and then take it out, weigh them up, bag them, and I'm set to go. And I'm going to tell you, it is unbelievable the taste that I've tried all different spices on my chicken. This one is by far the best. If you listen to anything I say, try this Mediterranean Spice Sea Salt on your chicken. It's probably good on other stuff too, but the chicken is just out of this world. And also too about the parchment paper, probably a lot of you already know that if you use a Foreman grill. I hate cleaning that thing. I just hate it. I have to use about 20 paper towels. I love the parchment paper because you take it out and the grill's clean, you know, and still everything cooked right. So it's wonderful. I just love that too. And I can't believe I'm still going on. It's 12 minutes. But anyway, I'll try to check in again in a couple of days. But I just want to say before I end that I work a part-time job. I do online teaching at a college, and I had been off since like you know, the third week in February, and I didn't take on any more classes. I needed a break because, you know, I had done 2 at once, and it's way too much when you have a family and a full-time job. I said, I'm not going to do that to myself again. So I've been on vacation. This has been great. I've been able to catch up on people's blogs and really get into, you know, planning for the HCG protocol. And then all of a sudden, you know, I knew I was starting a class Tuesday. I must have inadvertently signed up for 2, and now it's too late for me to cancel, and I'm really depressed about it because, you know, it's going to take a lot of my time to do 2 classes again. So, you know, what are you going to do? I would never cancel one at this point on them because then they'll have to find somebody else. But I'm just going to do it, so I don't know how much I'll be able to vlog because of that. So I just thought I'd warn you ahead of time if anybody cares. But anyway, thanks for being there, and I'm really enjoying everybody, and take care.